Good morning. Today we are going to study next periodic property. Next periodic property is electronegativity. Electronegativity. So in the other periodic property we have seen atomic size, ionization potential, electron affinity. It was given for isolated atom, but this one is given for bonded atom. Just to see, this covalent bond is there, and atom A and atom B both are in bonding condition. So for the bonded atom, this electronegativity is given. What is the definition? Definition is given: the tendency of an atom, the tendency of an atom, the tendency of an atom to attract shared pair of electron towards itself when combined in a compound. The definition is given: the tendency of an atom to attract shared pair of electron towards itself when combined in a compound is called electronegativity. So just you see, in this one, this pair of electron is there. As you know, you can take any atom. Inside the atom, that nucleus is there, and nucleus is positively charged. So what will happen? This nucleus will exert the force of attraction on this shared pair of electrons. So this shared pair of electron will be attracted by the atom A and by the atom B. Both the atoms will attract this shared pair of electron. So that's why it is given: the tendency of an atom to attract the shared pair of electron towards itself when combined in a compound is called electronegativity. I want to tell you that electronegativity is for the atom in a bonding condition, and rest of the properties you have seen that it was given for isolated atom. And the second important point, if I ask you what is the unit of the radius, you will say that the unit of radius is maybe that angstrom, picometer, nanometer, any small unit. If I ask you what is the unit of ionization potential, so you will say the unit of the energy, that is the unit of this ionization potential. And if I ask you what is the unit of electron affinity, so energy only. But if you take electronegativity has no unit. Electronegativity has no unit. This is very common question to you. The question can be asked: name a periodic property which has no unit, not in a board paper, but if you go for any competitive examination, this is a common question. They are asking, name a periodic property which has no unit. So we will say that electronegativity. So you must be thinking, how can you express? So in this electronegativity, the maximum electronegativity is taken for fluorine atom, and for the other atom it is compared with fluorine. So next one is the factors which affect electronegativity. So two factors are there. One is the atomic size, and the second one is the nuclear charge. So first you see, atomic size increases. So just you see, in bonded condition, this atom attracts the shared pair of electron, and if the size is more, then the distance will be more. And if the distance is more, then atom A will have lesser tendency to attract the shared pair of electron. It means as the atomic size increases, electronegativity decreases. In the same way, second factor, nuclear charge increases. So just you see, if the nuclear charge increases, then this atom, means nucleus charge is more force of attraction will be there for this shared pair of electron, or you can say the tendency to attract the shared pair of electron will be more. So electronegativity increases. So this atomic size is inversely proportional and nuclear charge is directly proportional to electronegativity. So the conclusion is there, as the atomic size increases, this shared pair of electron will be away from the atom. Tendency to attract the shared pair of electron, that will be less, so that's why electronegativity decreases. And when the nuclear charge increases, tendency to attract the shared pair of electron will be more, so electronegativity increases. Now we are going to apply these two factors in a group and in a period. It means when we move in a period from left to right, then how electronegativity will change, and when we move in a group from top to bottom, then also how electronegativity will change. So we are going to apply first of all in a period and then in a group. So first of all we are going to take in a period. So when we move in a period from left to right, then how the electronegativity will change. So period. So you are familiar. I will write the period 2 elements. That period 2 elements: lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon. Then atomic number of the lithium is 3, beryllium is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And electronic comes with 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6, 2, 7, 2, 8. So first factor, that atomic size. So now when you move in a period from left to right, what about the atomic size? Atomic size, you know that atomic size decreases. So if the atomic size decreases, tendency to attract the shared pair of electron increases. So atomic size decreases. Tendency to attract the shared pair of electron increases. So electronegativity increases. Now the second factor is nuclear charge. Just to see the nuclear charge. Nuclear charge, what is the nuclear charge? Number of protons present in the nucleus and number of protons within the nucleus, that is equal to the atomic number. It means nuclear charge is the atomic number. Nuclear charge is the atomic number. So when you move in a period from left to right, then this nuclear charge increases. Nuclear charge increases. So if the nuclear charge increases, force of attraction on this shared pair of electron, or tendency to attract the shared pair of electron increases. So electronegativity increases. So what is the result? Result is that electronegativity increases. So when you move in a period from left to right, electronegativity increases. Electronegativity increases. When you move in a period from left to right, electronegativity increases. So now the question for you. One more point. I want to tell you, electronegativity is not applicable. Electronegativity is not applicable. Is not applicable for noble gases. Electronegativity is not applicable for noble gases. What is the reason? Reason is that noble gases, they are not forming the bond. Just you see, it is given, for bonded atom, for the bonded atom, and noble gases, for the noble gases, duplet and octet is complete. They are not in a bonding condition. They are not in a bonding condition. So that's why electronegativity is not applicable for noble gases. So when you move in a period from left to right, electronegativity increases. So you have to bring your boundary up to the halogens only. So now the question for you, in period 2, which element has the lowest electronegativity? So what you will answer? Lithium. Then which element has the highest electronegativity? Fluorine. Not the neon. For the neon is a noble gas and electronegativity is not applicable for noble gas since duplet or octet is complete, and regarding for neon, octet is complete. So if the octet is complete, they will not enter in a bond formation. In the same way, I can ask you the question, in period 3, name the element which has the lowest electronegativity in period 3. So what you will answer? Below the lithium, sodium will be there, so your answer will be sodium. And in period 3, which element has the highest electronegativity? So your answer will be here in the fluorine. Below the fluorine, chlorine is there, your answer will be chlorine. So in the same way, any period, you can take any period, the first member, alkali metals, they will have the lower electronegativity, and the last, not the last member, but the halogens, they will have the higher electronegativity. So now next one, as you have seen in a period, now we are going to apply in a group. So when we move in a group, then how electronegativity will vary? That is the topic. So in a period you have seen, now we are going to apply in a group. So when we move in a group from top to bottom, then how electronegativity will vary? So next one is group. So in a group you can take that first A, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium. Atomic number of the lithium is 3. Here 11, 19, 37, 55, 87. Electronic configuration, that 21, 281, 2881, 2818, 81. Like that you can write. So now we can take the factor. First factor is atomic size. First factor is atomic size. So when we move in a group from top to bottom, what about the size? Size of the atom increases. Already you have studied in the previous topic. So atomic size increases. If the atomic size is more, then just you see the shared pair of electrons will be away from the atom. So tendency to attract the shared pair of electron will be less. It means electronegativity decreases. Now the second point, that nuclear charge. Nuclear charge. So when you move in a group from top to bottom, nuclear charge increases. So if the nuclear charge increases, this tendency to attract the shared pair of electron will be more. It means electronegativity should increase. I have used the term should, reason is there. I told you that as the nuclear charge increases, if the number of cells also increases, so the nuclear charge will not be the effective. So same thing happened here also. Here nuclear charge will not be the effective and the dominating factor will be atomic size. So the trend will be decided by atomic size. So what is the result? What result you are getting? Result is that electronegativity decreases. So when we move in a group from top to bottom, electronegativity decreases. Electronegativity decreases. So now the question for you, in group first A, which one has the least electronegativity? Francium, and the most electronegative is the lithium. So now we are going to apply in the periodic table. So this electronegative property we are going to apply in the periodic table. So let us see. Just to see the full trend in the periodic table. you have seen that when you move, this denotes the period and this denotes the group. So here you have seen that the size decreases and here size increases. Then opposite this size, electronegativity increases and here electronegativity decreases. So now the question for you, which elements will have lower electronegativity? So just to see electronegativity increases, so here first A is there and there 7A. So electronegativity, that first A elements will have lower electronegativity. Then 7A elements will have higher electronegativity. And which is the most electronegative element? Fluorine. This is also a very common question. Fluorine is the most electronegative element. And the least electronegative, either francium or cesium. Least electronegative. So if you are giving the position to francium, no problem. If you are thinking francium is radioactive, then you can give to the cesium. But for your knowledge, francium and cesium both have the same electronegativity. So anyone you can give the answer. So just you go through that in your book, page number 12. Open your book, page number 12. Just to see, element with high electronegativity are usually non-metallic. So in the board paper, once it is asked that which periodic property is measured by electronegativity, so non-metallic character. Non-metallic character is decided by electronegativity. So just to see the periodic table, this is the left side, that is the right side. Here metal are there, and there's that side non-metals are there. It means non-metals are more electronegative. So that's this you underline. Elements with high electronegativity are usually non-metallic. Thus, non-metals are electronegative while metals are electropositive. That already you have studied in the lower classes. Fluorine is the most electronegative element in the periodic table, while cesium the least. This point is also clear. Fluorine is the most and cesium is the least. Why it is given? Because francium is radioactive. Then noble gases have complete octet and do not attract electron to itself. So I have given you reason why this electronegativity is not applicable for noble gases. Reason is that for noble gases, duplet or octet is complete. So here I am going to stop this periodic property. In the next video, I will give you metallic and non-metallic character.